Hello and welcome to episode 74 of An Inquisitive Crafter. My name is Susie and today's my birthday. Cheers! I'm drinking coffee. It is 8:42 on Thursday and I'm super happy to be spending some of my birthday with you. I went on a little vacation with my husband and my parents, so I wasn't able to film, but I am here to catch up. Okay, let's go. All right, I finished quite a few things since the last time I talked to you. The first thing I finished is this Panda Cup Cozy by Pacific Knit Co. I knit this for my sister-in-law because her name is Amanda. We call her Amanda Panda. And I was so proud. My color work is getting better and better, although sadly, it doesn't fit anything. Well, if you go, well, I like a boba place called Feng Cha, and it fits their cups. So it will fit some cups. I tried to put it on like a bottle, like maybe a Coke bottle or something, and like the glass ones, it'll just slip out. So, pardon me. So, I don't know. I know why it's too tight. I did these, I think this is on a size 4, the ribbing's on a size 4, and I did the Panda on a size 6, but it works best when I'm turning, like I work on magic loop, when I'm going from needle to needle, if I turn it inside out to work it, and I can't, these little ones just don't stay out. So I just need to work harder. Need to work harder, need to work smarter. But I'm still pretty pleased. I mean, I thought the lighting was really good, but then I stopped to make some notes. So it's not as good anymore. I'll see. There, okay. There. That's pretty good. So still working on that knitting journey. Oh well, okay. I plan, I don't know if I'm going to remake it or if I'm just going to just keep going. Realistically, she won't use it anyway, so. The next thing I finished, well, this is not in order, but in order of importance. I made, let's lie. I made the Snapdragon garden hat by Katie Decker. My notes are sitting on a stool down there, that's what I'm squinting at. So my friend, I go over and crochet with a friend. Well, I start her projects and finish her projects. And she doesn't like to count or read patterns. So she's making, it's such a sweet project. She's making blankets, baby blankets and car seat blankets and hats for her unborn great-grandchildren. Now her grandson is like 9, so way unborn great-grandchildren. But she wants to leave her legacy, and she asked me to she's doing this for girls and boys, so you never know what you're gonna have. So she asked me to make hats, and I don't like to make just boring hats, so I did this little pattern. I think that's cute. I think this is the 6 to 12 month size, I think. I don't know. I'm not good with hat sizes. It seems too long, doesn't it? I don't know. But it's done. I did my homework. I also made the Chelsea Beanie by Amy Ramnarine. All of this is in the show notes down below. So here's the Chelsea Beanie. This has some little cross double crochet rows and then some plain rows. And I thought that was sweet. This is a newborn size. This is made with some really stiff yarn, and I don't know if I'm going to, I told my friend to wash them with conditioner, like put hair conditioner, rub these really good with the hair conditioner, and wash them, and it might soften it up. Like, that's what they used to recommend for Red Heart. I don't think this is Red Heart. I don't know what this is, but these are really stiff. They're cute though. Okay. So the next thing I finished are my Joe's Perfect Slipper Socks. Oh, okay. Oh, lost one. So I think the last time I showed you I'd finished one, and I was working on the second one. Here's my sock, and it fits my husband. So he wants them, but he will slip and die in these. So I have to find, I had slipper stop glue or something to put on the bottom, so I need to find that. I love Joe's Perfect Slipper Socks. I love this pattern so much. I don't know what this yarn is. I think this is from a summer sock camp that Crazy Sock Lady one ran. But I don't know. This blue, every time I knit with the blue, it rubbed off on my hands, so my hands would be blue. So I need to put some color grabbers in when I soak them. All right, there's my socks. Very proud. That was fun. I was really intrigued by this stripe, the fire stripe. Okay, so I showed you a knit thing, 2 crochet things, a knit thing, and then my last whip is a crochet thing, and this is my baby sea turtle blanket throw that I've been working on for a year almost, and I am done. So I have, I'll put better photos in, but here it is. Here it is. I followed the suggestion of every time I did a color change, I worked in the back loop. So that makes an interesting texture, because sometimes you're working in the back loop on the right side, and sometimes you're working in the back loop on the wrong side. So it makes some interesting texture. I added, it called for 9 turtles, and I think I did 7. She includes a turtle pattern in her pattern. This is a free pattern on Ravelry. She has several sizes of this blanket too, so that's good. She suggested to not, the turtle is a stuffy, is a amigurumi, but I only did the top part. And did I change anything on the turtle? I don't think so. Initially I was disappointed in my color, because all of the turtles in the other finished objects are really colorful and cute, but I think this is perfect. This is a grown-up blanket, so turtle doesn't have to be all wacky. And then, I can't see what I'm showing you. I did some starfish, 2 starfish. This is the same yarn, but I got a color changing yarn, so I thought that was really cool, that it looks a little different. And then there's the bottom. So now I need to mail this off to my cousin and my aunt, and I hope they love it. I know they will love it. I love it. I don't want to give it to them. It feels great. I made it with, most of it is Hobby Lobby's I Love This yarn, except some of this blue I ran out, and so I substituted, I think it's a Red Heart, but I couldn't tell. So what I changed and what I would change, this is a tall blanket. Let me see. If I am sitting on my chair, this pulls all the way up above my head and covers my feet, and I'm 5'7". So this is a tall blanket. It called for like the biggest rows. One color section was like 15 rows. And if you did 15 rows plus all the other little like bits that were in there, you needed 2 skeins for the throw. I would shorten it down to 13, and then you wouldn't need the 2 skeins, because I think that's where it cut out. So I did shorten down I shortened down the sand color, I think, a little bit than what it called for, and I shortened down this colorway 2 rows. Everything else I did according to pattern. So anyway, I'm very happy, and now I have a lot of all this color yarn left. So I don't know what I'm gonna make, but I'm gonna make something pretty. These are my colors. Okay, that is all. Oh, my pet stuff. I'm getting over a cold. I thought it was allergy. I don't know what it is, but it's been nasty. I'll tell you that. How are you? I hope you've been well. I hope you've been having some summer fun. Woo. I was lazy. It's my birthday. I shouldn't have to work more than I have to, so I didn't put out my big light. I noticed in the last video I looked way washed out. I don't know what I did with the settings. I'm so sorry. I looked close to dead. And this is not great on my extra luggage here, but that's okay. Okay, for whips, I have 3. I am making knitting the classic ribbed hat by Purl Soho. This is some Euphoria Knits yarn in the bioluminescence colorway, I believe. So here is my, I have a really heavy stitch progress keeper on here. Okay, so there's my hat so far. This is black light reflective, so that's fun. I have an old Splashpad Party, I think this was from last year, progress keeper on there. I was really stretching out the yarn, so I just moved it up a little bit. I don't know what size needles these are. I think they're 4s. Well, it's again linked down below, and the pattern is in there. I think this is a free pattern. I made this hat for my brother last Christmas, and he said it was his favorite one. And it'll be a brimmed hat, so you'll be able to roll the brim up. And it's very squishy. It's a 1x1 rib, and pretty enjoyable to make. And I really do love the, well, I don't know if you can see it, but I love all the blips of, you know, moss green and scum green and dark green and little blue blips, and that's fun. That's fun. I wish I could show you with the black light, but I have a little black light flashlight, but I think it needs a new battery. Here's the yarn. Beautiful, beautiful. So I'm working on that. I have a pair of socks in the car, but I haven't really been working on that, so I'm not going to show that. Plus it's in the car. I have been working, on my Crocheted Jelly Roll Blankets by KF Jones. This is crocheted with a G hook, and I have the Tony Lipsy yarn plus Hobie TLYC plus or times Hobie X Hobie hooks. I like those a lot. So I have completed, here's the right side. I've completed 2 strips. I'm sorry, I'm all tangled. One day I'll learn how to do this. 2 strips, and I just started the third strip. So what I've discovered with this, okay, my initial plan was just going to be kind of a memory blanket. And it's still going to be a memory blanket, but I have discovered working with the stripe yarn, the self-striping yarn, is so fun compared to the plain bits. Now, like this, I love this because I made something with this and then I used up all the rest of the yarn. I love this, same thing. This is just so dark. This is what the last classic rib tat was made out of. It's just so dark. But it'll be beautiful when I have more yarns in there. So I throw all, this is a DK weight blanket. My yarn's called. And I throw all of my DK weight yarn into a bag by Happy Little Yarn. A Thanksgiving gnome bag. And I just work from there. I hope I put the hook in there. Did I? Yes. But anyway, doing it with self-striping yarn is super fun. So if you want to try, if you want to try this project, I highly recommend this self-striping. I mean, you could get 3 skeins or 4 skeins of self-striping yarn and just mix it up and do the whole blanket that way if you wanted to. But I'm trying to embrace scraps. I just need to use up yarn. I need to use up yarn. Why do I need to use up yarn? I'll tell you that in a minute. You'll be disappointed, I know. Okay, and then the last thing I'm working on, I just started last night, are the Waterway slippers by Slade. And I am using some Hypnotic yarn, which was a yarn club by, no, Yarnable was the yarn club. Hypnotic yarn is the brand. I'm using Arctic Fox. So I had 1 skein of this DK weight. It calls for a worsted weight. And if you hold DK weight double, it makes a heavy worsted or an Aran weight. So I'm trying the slippers with this. People really like these slippers. I have 3 different types of slippers by this person. And so I wanted to make them. I'm knitting them. Look at how it looks so beautiful. Held double. Like it looks like Waterway, doesn't it? And it has my Splashpad whale progress keeper on there. So I have a little counter on here because I have to do like 58 rows, I don't know, so many rows of this, which I find hard to believe because I think that's going to be huge, but I'm just going to play it by ear. I'm just going to follow, I mean, what do I know? I hardly know how to knit. This is in my new, well, I've shown you this, but my Down Cellar Studio Splashpad Party bag for this year. I love this bag. I love this bag. It has all my favorite things. Even though we all know I am a, what am I? Oh. It's my design aesthetic. Cottage core. I'm cottage core. I want to be ocean. I don't know if that's a design aesthetic, but oh, I love this so much. Look at the turtle. Okay. Oh, and this is kind of messy, but I'm not very good at winding yarn, especially when you wind up a ball and then you wind half of it into another ball. So I have 1 ball, I'm pulling from the center for both. I have 1 tucked into the bag and 1 tucked in the pocket. This one's really loose and sloppy, so excuse me, hopefully it'll keep it nicer. Okay, and then, because my birthday, I'm going to do a birthday cast on, and I am going to cast on the, did I put it on here? Why did I put it on here? I'll have to, hold on, let me make a note. I'm going to cast on the Wanderlust Ruana by Anastasia R. Smith. This is a paid for This is a paid for pattern, crochet, done with a size H hook. I am planning on using my brother is a physical therapist, and he had a client who was a knitter, and she stopped knitting, or maybe somebody passed away. Anyway, he told her that I was a knitter and crocheter, and so she sent yarn to me through him. And so I got 3 skeins of this comfy cotton blend in the whipped cream colorway. I also have a gray, 5 skeins of gray, and then I have 3 random skeins of different colors. Anyway, I'm going to try to make this Ruana. Now look at this Ruana. Look at that. And then look at that back texture. Look at that texture. I think I can do one that will fit me in this without the tassels. But I am, okay, number 1, I have a ton of yarn I need to use, and I want to use, and I want to create wearables. Number 2, I have a ton of yarn. I think it'd be so cool to have something all chic in this white, although, I don't know, I'm a messy girl. That scares me, but it would look good with everything. And then number 3, it's, this yarn is a cotton acrylic blend, is that right? Cotton polyester blend, 50% cotton, 50% polyester, so it'll be lighter and won't be so hot. So maybe I could get away with wearing it at church. Plus, it'd be so cool. I want to wear tank tops, but I don't like, my arms are gross. I don't like showing them. I've never felt comfortable. I'm a very prudish person, and when it comes to my body, and I love other people who are confident in that, and I am not. My friend Rebecca, I got to see her this past week, and she looked adorable. She had a like a top that was lacy and loose, you know, looked like macrame actually, that she just threw on over a tank top. She looked so classy. I want to be classy, but I mean, I'm not that kind of person, but I want to be. I see people that look put together, and I want to be put together, but I also don't want to put the effort forth. Well, okay. Anyway, this is an $8 pattern, and I think I'm going to make it. So this is going to be my birthday cast on. So I'm super excited. Okay. All right, now I have some incoming. Well, what did I call it? I always call it things mentioned in my notes, but whatever. Got new yarn. All right, I tried to find one that my son had given me, but I think he's giving me another one, so I'll just wait because I can't. I found it last night, put it somewhere special, and now I can't find it. All right, I ordered, because it said Into the Deep, it was ocean. I'm such a sucker for ocean. This is from Woolen Women Fiber. They had a sock set, Into the Deep. This is, the base is 80/20 superwash merino nylon. So this is a sock yarn. Isn't that beautiful? Now, what I did not realize it was is this a 2-ply? What? I don't know if y'all can see well, the construction just looks loose. Anyway, that was interesting to me. So if I'd seen it in real life, I would not have bought it, but I did buy it. And I also got this whale shark. He's already lost a fin, but it was made by Woolen Women. Sam's Tiny Trinkets. And my husband and I have been watching The Oceans on Netflix, narrated and produced by the Obamas, narrated by Barack Obama, and that was really good. It's 5 episodes. So good. So beautiful. So hopeful. And Anyway, it's beautiful. I'm sad I lost a fin, but I love whale sharks. So these are going to be socks. I want to make some no-show socks, but I don't want to gauge swatch. So okay. Anyway. And then, I think Stitchin with Yarn is a, I'm losing all my words because I'm a year older. Is supporting Splashpad Party, a vendor. What are they called? I don't know. Anyway, you get extra points if you knit or crochet with them. So I ordered 2 things. She had a sale, or there's a coupon maybe in Down Cellar Studio. This has hair all over it. I got 2 things. I got, so this one is called Beach Please Sparkle Sock Set, which is 75% superwash merino wool, 15% nylon, and 10% silver stellina. Is that not beautiful? I don't know. Can you see this? Oh, there's some stellina. Do you see the sparkle a little bit? Ooh. So I thought that'd be perfect for summer. These are going to be socks for me. And then I also got, because I love DK weight yarn, Sun Catcher, DK socks, 75% superwash merino wool, 25% nylon. I love these colors together, especially this orange with these greens and blues and purples. So, what did I say this was? Suncatcher. Perfect. And then, okay, Knit Picks is having a sale, or they were, as of yesterday, I think. A $2, $4, $6 sale. So I thought, let me just look at the $2 sale, because there was all this, they had some cotton blend yarn. I ended up buying 40 skeins of yarn. Now it's for $2. Still 40 skeins. I got all the same kind, but just different colors. I'll show it to you when it comes here. I have to hide it from my husband. I don't know where I'm going to put it. But I'm going to have some fantastic cardigans. Sweaters. I've been looking at, okay, there's this lady. I should put her in my show notes too. Has a whole bunch of really cute sweaters. Crochet with Carrie. And she has a YouTube. I think her YouTube is called Hey Carrie, but I'm not sure. Anyway, she has this Samrad cardigan. This is free on her website, Crochet with Carrie. And then I've been looking at, oh, this one. This is the Forget-Me-Not sweater. Look at that. I saw this on somebody else's YouTube, and I went right to it. She has a whole bunch of patterns and cardigans in particular, which is what I'm interested in. So I'm going to make some of those with my ill-gotten gains. Okay, life stuff. My husband, recently retired this year, and so he wanted to take a trip, and his first big trip was we took my parents to go to Space Con in San Antonio. I'm in Texas, so it was not that far. And we got really nice rooms at this Hotel Gibbs in San Antonio. It was beautiful. The beds were comfy. We got handicap rooms because, well, number one, I highly recommend a handicap room. I mean, you should be handicapped. But the toilets in the other rooms are like on the floor. They're so low. Can't handle that. But my parents use canes and my husband uses a walker, so we needed handicap rooms. And The bathrooms were nice. Like, everything was super comfortable. The first day, we got there on a Friday. We did not get there in time to go to anything. So we didn't even buy tickets for that day. SpaceCon's expensive. It's a lot of money. But, you know, you only live once. But we were able to go to my friend Rebecca's house. She lives in San Antonio, and she fed us an amazing dinner. So that was really nice. I was really glad to see her. We got to see her. She feeds deer in her yard. So we got to see some deer in her yard. So that was cool. And then the next morning, we got up. The plan was we were going to leave at 10 and drive to the venue, and we left at 10:30. We wanted to see, who do we want to see? At 11, they had a science panel that we wanted to go to. We did not make the science panel. So I think all the parking was full. It was so full. So this was the day, this was last Saturday. The Spurs and the Knicks were in game 5 of the playoffs. And it was so crowded. I think a bunch of people had gone because they were going to see the Spurs game. It was so crowded. So the parking was all full, and so they shunted us into the free parking across the street, and we had to walk. It was 40 minutes on different like surfaces, pavements, gravel, grass. It was hot. It was so hard. It was so hard. My husband couldn't walk all that. He has a weak heart. I had to push him on his walker. That was horrible. It was awful. We made it to the convention center finally. And the whole time I was just thinking, okay, we're not doing that again. My parents and my husband are not doing that again. That was a ridiculous walk. So we got to see William Shatner talk. That was funny. He is hysterical, in his 90s. Didn't answer really any question asked him, but he enjoyed talking. It was fun. We got to see the Next Generation panel of okay, I don't know her name, but Beverly Crusher and Jonathan Frakes and Brent Spiner and John Delancey. They talked. They were great, especially Spiner and Frakes, because they have a podcast also on YouTube, and so they're very used to talking with each other. So that was funny. We saw some other people I'm blanking out on now. And then everybody really tried to get us to get a ride back to our car. That didn't happen. But they did give me permission, because they were really saying, I don't think that they're going to be able to do rideshare. I don't think people are going to be able to pick people up. But they made sure that I would be able to go back and get the car and then drive in to get my family, so that they wouldn't have to walk very far. They were just in a parking lot, and they were shaded, and the parking lot attendant let my mom sit in his chair, and they were so friendly. So although it was horrible for me, I was getting over a cold, or struggling with a cold and coughing up a left lung. Went back, got the car, went and picked them up, and then we went to Mi Tierra's for dinner, and that was amazing. The food was incredible. And then went home and watched the Spurs game. Went back to the hotel and watched the Spurs game. There was some shooting outside our hotel room, because we're real close to the Riverwalk. We heard shots, and we saw police. We saw a first responder truck, but didn't really see anything other than lights and people standing around. So that was exciting, though. We got to see it out our window. And then the next day, we were able to because nobody was there on a Sunday. Everybody was sad that the Spurs had lost. So we got to get into the handicap parking. It was so much nicer. Like, it was such a good day. We got to see, the very best talk. Our favorite thing, all of us, our favorite thing was Robert Picardo, who is the hologram doctor on Voyager, and then 7 of 9, Jerry Ryan, who was on Voyager also. And they were great. They they were very, they were just perfect. They sang. You could tell they really respected each other and really enjoyed each other's company. It was really good. And then we did some shopping. It was a really good time. And then the next day, we packed up and went home. Oh, Sunday we went out to eat with Rebecca and her husband, so that was nice. And then Monday we came home, and it was kind of rainy, and it was fun. I played the alphabet game with my mom. That was really funny. It was very entertaining. On the way there, there's a on Libby, I could check out this book, The War of the Worlds, but it's narrated or cast, a full cast of Star Trek characters. So Brent Spiner and Leonard Nimoy and Gates McFadden. That's who Beverly Crusher is. Gates McFadden, Will Wheaton. They were all doing they were all in the cast, and that was an hour, so that we listened to that on the way there. That was really good. I'd never heard War of the Worlds, and I've never seen any of the movie, but I just know of it. And I know that water towers we used to pretend they were alien spiders that were coming to get us. So it just brought back some good memories. Okay, I rambled on. That's enough. Okay, I'm asking that you keep my dirty secret of buying all that yarn from my husband. Don't let him know. And I want to know what you're working on. Tell me what you're knitting. Tell me what you're crocheting. How are you keeping cool in this heat? I'm going swimming today. My kids work at a pool that's just been renovated, and I've really wanted to go. I'm hoping my husband will go too, because it has a lazy river, and we could walk the lazy river. That would be good exercise for us. And then float in the lazy river, but he does not want to go if he doesn't have water shoes. And so I ordered water shoes, but they're coming today. I don't know if they're going to be here in time. Which is sad, but it'll be okay, because I don't know if he really wants to go. But I want him to go. So my daughter and I are going to go swimming for a little bit. Today's supposed to be the hottest day. Super humid. We're under a heat warning. So we're only going to swim for like an hour and a half. And then we're going to go out to eat to my favorite dumpling restaurant, Jang Chi. And then we're going to watch a movie at home. And it should be a good day. And hopefully I'll get my birthday cast on done. All right, so that's my plans. Now I've told you my whole life story. I hope you're still here. If you're still here, send me a birthday cake or a birthday emoji, and I will see you next time.